Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2019 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's start talking about this November 2019 full moon. This November full moon is the Beaver full moon, and it's going to go from November 12th to December 12th. That's how the energy is going to be impacting you. Now, whether you're moon sensitive or not depends on how deeply the moon impacts you. But do know that the energy of this moon, which is the Beaver moon, the energy from this moon is going to be around you from the 12th to the 12th of December. So the Beaver full moon is a time of really getting the job done. Why it's called the Beaver full moon is because in the Northern Hemisphere, beavers start building for the winter, start preparing for the winter at this time. And they are nocturnal animals, so they would build at night under the light of the moon, or, of course, not under the light of the moon. So here, it's amplifying the light that shines to help them get the job done. So what I see this moon as, and what this moon is a time to get things done. And it's really going to set that energy in motion for you as you move forward, as you go after your goals. This is a time to really hunker down, look at what you want, and get the ball rolling, because it's going to be exquisite for you once you do. And maybe not exquisite in like the everything goes perfect way, but in the exquisite in, yes, I'm focused, I'm ready, I'm set, let's go. So this full moon, excuse me, here in the Moonology cards, all full moons represent a surrender to the divine. So there's a surrender to the divine as you embrace this beautiful full moon in Taurus. And this says your dreams need a practical plan. So this full moon in Taurus really helps amplify the Beaver full moon, really helps amplify this time of hard work, perseverance, struggle, yes, but getting the job done and really having a goal. And so it says here, your dreams need practical plans. Your dreams do, because now's the time. If you give your dreams practical plans, now's the time for you to move forward, and now's the time for you to go after what it is that you want and get to where it is that you want to be. So what I'm going to do in this reading is it's going to be a little bit different if you watched my other readings than a traditional reading, because I'm going to do a traditional tarot reading, and then I'm going to layer on top of it the Moonology reading. So we're going to see from the Moonology cards what the moon itself is saying to you and how it wants you to correlate with what the tarot is saying for you for this time. So I think it's really quite beautiful. So let's see now. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. How this November 2019 full moon will be affecting you. Capricorn. How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the November 2019 full moon? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay, that's where the cards fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Capricorn, is the Two of Air. So that's the Two of Swords. Now, these are the good tarot. They're a little bit different. Swords are air. I'll tell you them as they go along. But I'm going to correlate everything to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. If you watch a lot of tarot readings, or if you read the tarot yourself, you'll know that that's the deck that most people are trained in before they start branching off into other decks. And as I was taught, that's the deck that you need to know before you can move forward into anything else. I mean, I had one of my teachers, she was like, you can't even look at another deck before you know this deck by heart. So here you have the Two of Air, you're at a crossroads. The Five of Air, the Five of Swords, is a battle coming. Yeah, it is a sense of, yeah, that's it, feeling overwhelmed, doubting, fearing. Yeah. Then you have call, you have the Judgment card right here, moving forward, hearing the deeper call of what you want. And there's really a sense of moving past the fear, the doubts, the arguments, the apprehensions, the chaos to the Empress. And this is a time of claiming your throne, of claiming where you stand. The Two of Fire, the Two of Wands, again, shows you looking towards the future. But again, it shows a crossroads because there's two choices, there's two wands that you're leaning on. The repeat of the number 2 says working together with somebody may be astoundingly beneficial to you at this time, or it can be, a correlating with two desires that you have, kind of having a marriage of two ideas move you forward to where you need to be. The 5 of Wands, again, shows there being a discord, shows there being a disharmony. With the repeat of the number 5, this is talking about chaos, but also a sense of calming the chaos and embracing freedom. Embracing the freedom of what you want, embracing the freedom of what you desire, and moving forward in your truth, Capricorn. Then that brings you to the 6 of Earth. Be careful who you trust, because as you make these decisions, as you find your balance, you move forward into prosperity and abundance. Then we have the 3 of Air. The 3 of Air is heartbreak, doubt, fear coming into play, and it's saying, it's time to embrace the heartache in order to let it go. You have the King of Fire right here. This is a fire sign energy, and Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. This is embracing your passion as you're looking towards your future. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing. And that's why there's so much kind of juxtaposition here. There's so much, one side is blessings and beauty, and then the other is, chaos and freedom and moving forward. And that's because everything is changing for you. You're embracing a new season and a new power, and you are embracing your truth and moving forward in your power of self. So at the heart of everything, this full moon is saying that you're at a crossroads. Now, this full moon, surrender to the divine, is telling you to surrender. Surrender to what it is that you truly want. Say to the divine, say to the moon, you know what it is that I want. You're illuminating the path that I desire. You're illuminating the place that I want to be. And then see the answers that come into your subconscious, that come into your mind, especially while you're drifting off to sleep at night. And that will help you choose a road that you hadn't expected to show itself to you. Because the King of Fire is saying that your heart lies at the center of your choice. The passion here, the creativity, the sun, it will come in the day, what is understood in the night. And that is going to lead you forward to really embracing the truth of what you desire, what you need, and what your heart wants from life. Fire sign energy is going to be important to you, Capricorn. This is going to be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. And this is the place that you desire being. This is the power that you desire for yourself to move forward, and for yourself to embrace your passion, your creativity, and also to know that your passion and creativity, even though you have a overpowering queen energy to you, which means that you're going to be very much behind the scenes during this time, and this time is going to let you be the director that you want to be of your life. It's also going to make your passion, your creativity, and your joys be, it's your joys that I'm seeing here. Be the actor upon the stage, be what people see. So even though you're at a crossroads, even though you have this sense of desiring freedom, of a push and a pull and a gaining your footing, people aren't going to see that. They're just not. They're going to think, oh my gosh, you got this all under control. You know exactly what you're doing. You have everything in alignment, and they're not going to see that you're on the crossroads of something greater. So know here that if you're looking for people to kind of understand, or to, when you talk, to really listen to the hardship that you're going through, you might find it hard to have people who are sympathetic to the struggle that you have, because they can only see that you're on the cusp of something great, and that can bring up a lot of jealousy. So just be mindful of that. The 5 of Air, doubts and fears. You feel like you're walking on a tightrope, but you also know that you have to set yourself free. You have to fly like the bird. And that's what I'm seeing here. There's a sense of chaos, yes, because doubts and fears, it brings chaos. It goes, oh my gosh, you start doubting, you start fearing, and then that brings up more doubts, it brings up more fears. I mean, we just had to take one of our dogs to the vet, and I know I'm veering off, but all of a sudden, all I could think of was the absolute worst case scenarios that could ever happen, ever, by having to take your dog to the vet. And that's the 5 of Swords coming into play. It's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible. Oh my gosh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. And it just spirals out of control. It's your mind taking over and being like, yes, it is going to be horrible. Yes, this is the reason why. And this is all the chaos that you are going to have to be fighting and overcoming. And that's what I see that's what I see for you, because the image of that moment just came into my mind from spirit. And so know here that there is going to be chaos crowning things, but it's you learning how to walk your tightrope. It's you learning how to walk towards your dreams, because the 3 of Air says that your mind is replaying heartbreaks, pains, disappointments. And what I love right here, and I've just noticed this, My goodness. I love it when Spirit does that. When Spirit gives me images within the cards that I've been looking at time and time again, spent hours upon hours with, and then I see something new. All these birds have crowns upon them. Can you see that? I hope you can. Messages are crowned by the divine. They're going to help you not move past, because I have the firm belief that the pains that we accumulate through life are akin to broken bones. So if you've never broken a bone, then you're super lucky. But if you have, sometimes that bone just aches. Or like, I just slammed my finger, if you can see right here as it turns purple, in the door. And oh my gosh. And you know how it aches. And if you've never slammed your finger into a door, again, you're very lucky. But it aches. And that's what hurts and pains are like. It's an ache that stays with you. And why I say broken bones is because you could be perfectly healed, quote unquote healed. But your ankle might not be as strong as your other ankle. Or, your knee might hurt you sometimes because you broke your knee or your leg. And you have this happen and you think, oh my gosh, or you tearing the ligaments and the tendons, it tends to ache. And that is what life's pain is like. It just aches. So all of a sudden, at times when you hadn't expected it. And it's usually when you're going through rainy moments of the soul. But here, it's saying, know that you will have heartbreak come. Because as you surrender to the divine, as you move towards your plan for what you want your life to be, your plan for your dreams, okay, heartbreak is going to come up. Disappointments, questions, can I even do this? Is this even part of my path? Is this even part of my truth? So here, with the 3 of air, this is saying, let yourself feel the pain and the sorrow that you are going through. Let yourself have a good cry. Let yourself feel overwhelmed. Let yourself sit there and scream into the pillow. Because enough is enough. If you're overwhelmed, let it out. Don't think, okay, I just have to swallow it down. I have to be stoic. I have to be this. Nice people don't. Yeah, okay, nice people don't yell and scream and everything like that, but sometimes they do. It's not yelling and screaming all the time. It's letting out the frustration. And if you feel taken advantage of by someone, know at this time it may just come out in a way that you hadn't expected. It may just come out. It may just overboil. And now it's in the open because the divine is saying you need to let this heartbreak out. You need to let this disappointment. Because at your root is the 2 of fire. You're looking towards the future. The days, the weeks, the months, the years to come, the 2 of wands. And as you look towards the future, you're seeing that everything is changing. Everything is changing with the light brought by this moon. It is echoing towards a new year. It is echoing towards a new you. And your life is doing a 180. And as your life does a 180, you're going to be standing someplace that you hadn't expected. But you are also purging yourself of so much that you don't want anymore. It's not a part of you anymore. It doesn't add to your joy. It doesn't add to your life. So know that with this 180, from the 12th to the 12th, you're going to be addressing chaos. You're going to be addressing doubts and fears and a sense of being overwhelmed. But after the 12th, or as you approach the 12th, you're going to see yourself standing in a new place. You're going to be seeing yourself in a different light. You know how every single day when you wake up, you're actually a different person because you will not be that person that you were when you went to sleep. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, but it's magnified. And it's actually kind of being aware of that truth, that you are constantly changing, that you are constantly evolving. And as you're looking towards your future, a lot of you are saying, I don't want to be here anymore. Even if here is amazing, there's something that you want to change. It can be about yourself. It can be about the way that you handle situations, or it can be that you want to turn from a night owl into a day person, or it can be that you want to be more on top of things. It doesn't have to be like, I don't want this to be my life anymore. I have to do a drastic change and move, halfway across the country or anything like that. So know here, with the Wheel of Fortune, life is doing a 180, but as it does a 180, you're on a roller coaster ride. So hold on. Then we have the 5 of Fire. The 5 of Fire are arguments that start off small and can turn into something huge. It's a sense here of having an internal struggle, okay, chaos and doubts and fears. Know here that you are seeing things anew. Know here that you are claiming your power. You are claiming your truth. And as you do so, you are moving forward. And with the Five of Air, the Five of Wands, it's saying stand your ground. Don't give up. Don't back down. You are finding your type walk. You are finding how to type walk. That's not making sense. You're finding your balance. There we go. Don't back down. Chaos externally, internally will be happening. Know that you are ready for the fight. Okay? And that the fight is actually going to be within yourself. It can be external for some of you, Capricorns, but I see it more here as internal. You can move forward in the passion and in the power that you want, and nothing and no one will stop you. Then we have the Empress. So the Five of Fire, the questioning, the doubts, the fears, the feeling overwhelmed, moves to the Empress, power. Claiming your throne, being remembered. All right? Having your power be forgotten. Because it's like the power of the divine feminine. Forgotten power that is now reclaimed. And it's moving forward in your harvest. It is seeing the beauty of your life embrace you. And it's saying, I deserve to stand here and be here. That's why I said that overall, you're going to feel like you want your life to be behind the scenes. Because the Empress, unlike the Emperor, the Empress is behind the scenes. She's the director. She's the one who isn't seen all the time. She's the one that we've forgotten for thousands of years. As I said, the divine feminine is now coming forward. And as she does, you embrace your heart's passion. And your life does a 180. With the Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles, you have to find a balance of giving. Because if you don't, you're going to give away so much. Too much. And then you're just going to feel too drained. So here you're finding a balance of giving. And then you move forward towards the beauty that you desire, towards the place that you want to be, towards the majesty of the stag. And this answers the judgment call, the call of judgment. And this answers the call of your soul, the call of your angels, to live your best life, to move yourself forward. You're illuminated by the light of the moon, and it's cleansed you. It's bringing up heartbreak, because it's letting you embrace your heart. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the new moon. The new moon is on November 26th. And here the new moon, all new moons, are representative of a new start. With the Sagittarius energy, it says luck is on your way. So through your transformation, through your power, through this place of reclaiming your throne, you're going to see yourself exemplified in this time. You're going to see things heightened. Now, if you're not really moon sensitive, or if the impact of this moon isn't quite as intense as other moons are for you, okay, because there can be different cycles, there can be different times that you are really spoken to by the moon. The 26th of November is going to show the time where things start to calm down. It's going to show the time where the intensity of this full moon starts to calm down a bit, and you move forward in luck towards what it is that you have been cultivating. If you are moon sensitive, or you are particularly sensitive to this moon, this is the time that luck is going to shine through. And it is also a time where you are going to see the work that you put in, the passion that you put in, heightened to new heights. All right? So be prepared for that. Now we are going to layer the reading and do your moonology reading. And let's see now. How will the November 2019 full moon affect Capricorn? How will the November 2019 full moon affect Capricorn? How will the November 2019 full moon affect Capricorn? Show me clearly. 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 Fantastic. That is where we are going to stop. Oh, look at that. The repeat of the number 3 here is divinity walking with you. I mean, that's your surrender to the divine right here, coming through loud and clear. So the repeat of number 3, divinity walks with you. That's the sacred pairing. Okay, that's it. I didn't even see this before. My gosh. And then freedom. Freedom is coming as you embrace these changes. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. And I'm just going to lay these out. I'm going to be quiet as I do so, even though I don't like just quietly turning over cards here. I feel it's weird. But yeah, I think it works during this time. So embrace the weirdness of silence. Or the beauty. Okay, what I love and what I have to say that I love about this is that, first of all, your heart is in Capricorn right here. Your full moon in Capricorn shines right through, and you have a blue moon rooting you. So that is absolutely amazing. And then the new moon in Capricorn shines through. So this is awesome. We're starting here with your heart, 2 of air. Okay, changes, looking at the future, and it says full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So an end of a tough cycle is approaching, and you're looking at your way forward. What you are seeing right now, the 2 choices that you have, you're going to find illuminated by the moon. It's not just the full moon, because you know that comes to an end. It's always, the moon is constantly changing, just like us as human beings. Okay, we're constantly changing, constantly becoming more. All right, so here, you're embracing a constant change, and you're going to see that there's a path that you hadn't considered, or it can be that you're choosing one path or the other, but there's a excuse me, a tweak to it that you didn't expect. Then we have, oh, I love it. So fire sign energy, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now we have the Leo shine through, and this says, don't let pride get in your way. There's something about this evolution that you are embracing that it says, don't let pride get in the way. Don't say it has to be like this, or it has to be like that, or I can only do this, or I can only do that. Pride gets in the way, and the beauty of what you want, the beauty of the way that you're moving forward, falls to the wayside, right? So don't let pride get in the way as you're moving forward. Then at your crown, we have the 5 of air. So it's being victorious. It's not backing down. It's, finding your balance. It's, knowing that yes, there's chaos. Yes, there's battle, but that your truth and your path, and you're finding and you're walking that tightrope to set you free. And it's all about the freedom here. And it says full moon in Sagittarius, which correlates to the new moon being in Sagittarius. And it says, look at the bigger picture. So especially when the new moon comes into Sagittarius on the 26th, you're going to start seeing the bigger picture of what you want. You're going to start seeing the bigger picture of what you desire. And that lucky star, that fact that luck is on your side, is going to start shining through. Then that moves you to the 3 of air, the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release the negativity. And can you have a more beautiful pairing than that? The 3 of air is the 3 of swords, heartbreak, pain, disappointment, upset. And the full moon in Scorpio is saying it's time to release the negativity that you've been carrying around. And it's time to set yourself free. It is time to set yourself free, because at your root, we have the blue moon. And the blue moon says, believe in the impossible as you're looking towards the future. Do not put yourself in a box. Do not sit there and say, this is how my life has been. This is how my life has always been. This is how my family has always lived. I have to do it just like this. It has to be just like this. It doesn't. Set yourself free. And it empowers you. It moves you forward. Then we have the full moon in Pisces. As everything changes, it says balance spirituality with practicality. As you're embracing the change, as your life is going, kind of through this roller coaster, embrace spirituality with practicality. Find the balance of that truth, and then move forward in that power. Then we have the full moon in Gemini with the 5 of fire. So it says the answers you need are coming. So the answers to the chaos that you have are coming. And it will be guiding you forward. It will be helping you look at things anew and in new power, in new understanding. Do not fight Do not sit there and think, okay, I have to fight for this truth. I have to go after this. Step back. Look at both sides of the situation. If this is an argument with someone, if this is a sense of chaos within yourself, see where you're coming from. Give voice to your fears. And then look at the way that you're moving forward. Look at how you can evolve from it. Because here we have waxing moon with the Empress, and it says, what do you need to release to embrace the beauty that has been forgotten? To place yourself back on the throne. What do you need to release, Capricorn? Because as you answer that question, do not let pride get in the way, and have that balance of spirituality and practicality move you forward. Then we have the new moon in Capricorn with the 6 of Earth, and it says your hard work is paying off. It most definitely is. Your hard work is paying off, and you're going to see the balance that has been lacking come into play. Be mindful of who you're giving to, because there are people who are going to be taking advantage. Then we have full moon in Aries with call, and it says a fiery climax approaches. Now, isn't that appropriate for the angel calling you into a fiery climax, into a fiery truth, a beauty, a passion, a prosperity that guides you forward and leads you to the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit. That brings you to the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release the negativity. Again, do not let pride get in the way. Your subconscious message for this reading is the 7 of Waters. This warns against simply daydreaming, but this says take in and envision yourself as moving forward in the way that you desire. Take in your truth, move forward in your power, and do not let anything hold you back. And the first place that you start making practical plans for your dreams is within the realms of your own mind. So know that as you believe in yourself, as you visualize your accomplishments, that sparks action, and that will lead you forward. Okay, but you have to act. You can't just visualize and say, it's going to come, I see it. I see it in my mind's eye. I'm going to be so successful, so happy, so bountiful, and then you sit on the couch and you eat chips. Or you watch little YouTube videos all day. I like watching little YouTube videos when I'm really, really stressed, because it makes me feel like I'm not watching too many or too much. But if you watch like 10 million of them, it's just too much. So that's my personal advice right there with the 7 of Waters. And then we have the moon in Cancer. It says you and your loved ones are safe. So as you're visualizing your future, as you're visualizing where you want to be, the moon is saying you're safe. And that is beautiful. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.